I just need you to see that 36 is the year of the grandma. I mean, except that every year is the year of the grandma for me because that's just how I do. But I have started, as you can see, my embroidery kit. I don't know. Okay, this is what I'm struggling with though. The end, have you struggled with the things in the back getting like tangled up and then you have to like cut them short or like cut part of it? I don't know. Mine a couple times already. I'm only this far. I've only done 3 lines. But they've already kind of gotten all tangled up and then I have to cut part of one or something like that in order to continue on. But it's happened like twice now. So, but shogunai, as we say in Japanese, which means, what can you do? It is what it is. I love that word in Japanese. It's very handy. But yeah, so this be me on my last night of 35. Not 75 as you might suspect. But here we are, we're grandmas. We're embracing it. I actually love it. I feel like I have to like apologize to people for being like both an introvert and enjoying being at home by myself, because I think it, in my mind, it's like, oh, do people think I'm a loser? Or like if I stay at home, if people are like, what did you do on your day? On your holiday? Actually, today's a holiday. I forgot. I didn't even know. I mean, I knew, but I forgot. Today is Coming of Age Day in Japan. I forget exactly what age it's for. It's like for a certain ages that they're like celebrating their coming of age. And I don't remember which ages that is, so I'm not sure. But basically it's a holiday and a day off for people. And so in my mind, I'm like, oh, if somebody said, well, what did you do over the holiday, on your holiday or on your day off or on your Sabbath or whatever? And I say, I mean, embroidery is cool, actually. It's very cool. So I feel like I'm not ashamed to say I tried my hand at embroidery. Haha, get it? Hand. Tried my hand at embroidery. But yeah, that's just me. I want to embrace the fact that I am a homebody and an introvert, but I also recognize that I can be unhealthily so sometimes when I just hide away in my apartment. See, it's kind of tangled up in there, but that's okay. Hopefully. I feel like it's going to become a problem if I tangle it too many times, because then it's like, once this thing gets more and more full of threads in the back, it's just hard, probably makes it harder to navigate. I'm very slow at this, which again, it's okay because grandma over here. Grandmas are slow. Well, not all of them, but this one. I'm talking like I'm 85 too. But yeah, this is that. Also, speaking of it being a holiday, today, because it's a holiday, this is crazy. Ready to hear? I don't know if this is a fun fact about Japan, but it's a weird, crazy fact to me. Like, on the holidays and the weekends, a lot of times, like, hospitals and, like, emergency rooms are closed because it's the weekend and the holiday. Which in my mind, it's like the point of the emergency room is for it to be open 24/7, right? For emergencies. But some of them aren't open. Like sometimes if you go into labor, if a pregnant woman goes into labor on like a holiday or a weekend when they're like the clinic that they were supposed to give birth at isn't open, then they have to go to a different place and maybe see a different doctor. It's like crazy. Doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. I don't pretend to understand. But all that to say, one of my coworkers, Venus, she's also pregnant but not due until March. She had to go to the emergency room today because like her, not because of anything with her pregnancy, but like half of her face was numb and her like, she couldn't like apparently close her eye or like one of her eyes and like all the way, or like her mouth. Anyways, scary because her husband thought like, oh no, maybe had a stroke or something. But so he took her to an emergency room that was open, but there aren't many open on holidays apparently. And she was supposed to take our other coworker who's having a baby tomorrow, Ide. Venus was going to take Ide to the clinic to have her baby tomorrow for her C-section. But when Venus was in the hospital, I messaged Ide and said, I can take you in the morning to your clinic to have the baby. And she was like, no, you need to sleep in on your birthday. And I was like, no, like, well, me and this baby's, whoever, I mean, we don't know his name yet, but whoever he is, like, we're going to share a birthday, so it will be my honor to take you. And her husband will have to stay with their other 4 kids, because this is their 5th child. Yeah, I won't make any comments about that. But I will make the comment because they won't hear this, but I really, really hope it's their last because their kids are crazy and they already have 4. So adding a 5th one just seems crazy to me, but it's their life, their decision, and God's obviously. But what I was going to say, oh yeah. And then some other thing, and now I'm also going to be like having coffee after I take her to the clinic at like 8:30. I'm having coffee with some girl from not from Indonesia. She's a missionary with Envision in Indonesia. I don't know. I know zero about this girl except that apparently she wanted to meet me because we have a lot of mutual friends because she went to Tekoa. And a lot of my friends went to Tekoa. And of course, you know, Alliance people. It's a small family of people. So, and then also, apparently, one of her friends told her that I have type 1 diabetes, and apparently she does too. Which is, I don't meet many other missionaries with that, so I think she wanted to chat. So, anyways, gotta go meet a girl from Indonesia to talk about, not from Indonesia, but who lives in Indonesia, to talk about, well, whatever we talk about. Anyways, got 4 done. They're supposed to be getting thicker and thicker because this one I used 1 strand, this one I used 2, 3, and 4, and then this one's gonna be 5 and 6. So I feel like the woven rows, these ones, those are gonna be hard. I will definitely need YouTube for that, which I've used YouTube for like almost every stitch. I'm like watching YouTube while doing this, but so far I am enjoying. But I need you to tell me. I don't need you to tell me to do embroidery, but I just know that I have a habit of like starting these kinds of things and not finishing them. So I want to finish at least one of these. I've got a bunch. I think they sent me 3 or 4. Let me see. Yeah, I think there's 3. One that says enjoy, one that says your, and one that says life. Enjoy your life. Yes. Anyways, okay. I hope you're sleeping. And I hope you have a good day. Even though you have to go to the hospital. Or go wherever you go. I think it's to the hospital. And get your shots. I hope that goes quickly. And on Tuesday, I forget how long it usually takes you to hear your results. Or get your results. But I am praying that the Lord gives you good results. Clean and clear scans. That's my birthday wish from the Lord. My prayer. These needles. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to ask you. How do people see these little, the eye of the needle? How do people, I mean, thankfully it came with like one of these threader things that like helps you get the threads into the needle, but it's like really hard to see. And my eyesight, despite having glasses, my eyesight is pretty darn good. But I'm like, how would like an 85-year-old lady or 95, whoever's doing these embroidery or whoever's threading a needle, how can they see to do it? I feel like they might need like a magnifying glass. I'm really curious because I feel like there's probably a lot of old ladies who do embroidery, but their eyesight goes, and can they no longer do it because they can't thread a needle? I don't know. But well, speaking of, you're not an 85-year-old lady, but I know you said your vision was not great the other day when you were not having a good day. You said it was like affecting your vision. So I forgot to ask you if that is better. I'm assuming it is since you haven't said anything. But anyways. Good night to me. Well, no, it's only 8. It's 8:15. Wow. It took me a long time to do this 4 strands. I think I started at like 5 or 4:45 or 5. And I just got those 4 strands. Small, very small strands. Hey, where'd it go? Oh, here. This is all I got. Anyways. Okay, bye. Love you.